Hi, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, and I'm Heather, and I thank you for being here today. So what we're going to be doing is making a big batch of muffin mix that's easy to add a couple of ingredients to, and I'll give you all the recipes down in the description, so come along while we mix the mixture to put into a canister of some sort that you can store on your counter or in a pantry cabinet. So let's get to it. All right, so what I have is I have all-purpose flour, I have some sugar, a large jar. This is a gallon jar. You can use smaller jars if you have any. I have a large measuring cup, a smaller measuring cup. You don't have to have two measuring cups, you can just use one. I do have a funnel. I have 1 teaspoon measuring spoon, and I have a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. I have some salt of your choice, and some baking powder. All right, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to get you down here so you can see. I am going to use a mixing bowl. You want to get a fairly large mixing bowl so that you have enough space to mix all the ingredients. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to do 8 cups. I know that's a lot. 8 cups of all-purpose flour. So I'm going to use the bigger measuring cup so that way it doesn't take as long. So get your flour in there and level it out to make sure you're getting the right amount. You don't have to, you can actually divide this recipe in half. And what it is it's a ready to go muffin mix that you can just take out the ingredients you need to make for yourself or your family some muffins. So there's 4 cups. Be careful so you don't make a big old dust storm with that flour. I need 4 more cups, totaling 8 cups in all of all-purpose flour. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I've been busy trying to get everything all ready for the year, for the season, getting some indoor stuff done. All right, so there we have it. 8 cups of all-purpose flour. Set the container of the flour or bag aside, and now we're going to add 1 cup of sugar, and I have sugar stored in all kinds of different glass containers. You make sure that it's nice and soft. 1 cup of granulated sugar. Come on. Sometimes it kind of gets hard in the container. It's not that bad, just a little bit. You don't want any clumps because then the clumps will drop into your measuring cup and throw you off. You might get too much or make a mess. Making messes in the kitchen is what you're supposed to do, right? Okay, so make sure you level it to the 1 cup. We're gonna pour 1 cup of sugar in with the 8 cups of all-purpose flour. Close my sugar jar. And set that aside. And then next, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of baking powder. What's really cool, if you didn't know, there's this little lip right here on the baking powder container. And if you lump up your measuring spoon and you scrape it, that helps you to get a level scoop. So 1, 2, 3. All right, put the lid on that, and then we're going to do 3 teaspoons of Okay, that was 3 tablespoons of baking powder. Gotta add a little bit more. I'll have the instructions in the description below. And then we're going to add 3 teaspoons of sugar, whatever is your preferred sugar. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So then you're going to want to use, you can use a spoon to mix it, or a whisk, whatever your preference is for mixing it all around. You want to get it well incorporated, well mixed up, so that everything is distributed as even as you can. Scooping up from the bottom and turning it. Ooh, I almost flipped that right off the edge. That's alrighty. And then when I funnel it into the jar, it will get mixed again as well. Oh, see, I just flipped that right off the edge. It happens, right? Okay, so then you're gonna take whatever vessel container that you wanna store this in. I'm gonna use a funnel because it'll make putting it in a lot faster. And then I'm just gonna put this all into this jar, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you how to make a smaller amount, or actually take some of this pre-mixed mixture and make about a dozen muffins. So I'll bring you back when we get to that step. All right, there we have it. All in, this is a 2-gallon jar, and it didn't fill it up all the way, so that's all right, no worries. All right, so now I'm going to take my pantry muffin mixture. I'm going to do 2 1/4 cups into a mixing bowl. 1. See how fast it goes? It goes pretty fast. 2. Whoops. And 1/4. And then you're going to add 2 eggs. 4 tablespoons of melted butter. And I'm going to scrape some of that in here just to make sure I got enough. I like these little miniature spatulas because they are nice when you've got smaller items to use it with. So there's that. And then we're going to add in 3/4 cup of milk. One teaspoon of vanilla extract. Ooh, that smells good. All right. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our oven on to 425. Okay, so preheat to 425. Make sure you don't have anything in your oven, as I do. Get it out of there before it gets hot. All right. Anyways, preheat the oven to 425. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix our muffin mix up. Now, with this mixture, you can just do them as is in some baking tins if you'd like, whatever size. The regular size muffin tins will cook for 15 to 18 minutes. But we're gonna turn the heat down after 5 minutes to, it's at 425 preheating. We're gonna cook in our muffin tins in the oven for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna lower the temperature to 350 for an additional. So we're gonna wanna get this mixture nice and mixed up. The oven's preheated on 425, and once I put these in my muffin tin, we're gonna cook it for 5 minutes. And at 5 minutes, without opening the oven door, so keep it closed, you're gonna turn the temperature down to 350 degrees without opening your oven door. And at the 350 degree temperature, we're then going to cook it for an additional 15 to 18 minutes. Okay? So now if you are making larger muffins, you would want to cook those for an extra 3 to 6 minutes because they are larger. They take a little longer to cook. Now with this mixture, you can do all kinds of things with it. You can add berries. You can add, you know, anything really that you want. They can be for breakfast. They can be for dinner, snack, whatever you like. So you're gonna grease your muffin tin and you're gonna fill them halfway up, or you can go 3/4 of the way up. But you don't wanna fill them to the top because then they're gonna bake over, and you don't wanna bake over the tops of them because then it'll go all over the place. That's no good. Looks like I'm going to get maybe 4. This is a big muffin tin. And then I'm going to use my little spatula to scrape the rest of that off. All right, looks good. Put that in the sink and give it a good wash. Look at that. They've got a nice sweet, yeah, I'm eating some already. And they did go tall. So my large muffin pan, don't they look funny? They're kind of cute. Hey, they taste good and they're edible. You probably could have got maybe 6, but anyways, look at that. It's nice and soft. It's got a gentle sweet taste to it. They're so delicious. So you should give it a try. You can add, what was I gonna say? You can add berries to it, bananas and blueberries, whatever. You know, squeeze some nice home-raised honey on that. Sorry, am I making you guys hungry? That was rude. Yeah. Anyways, give this recipe a try. If you don't want to make as much of that mixture as the beginning recipe is for the big batch of pantry mix for the muffins, if you don't want to make that much, you can split that in half. But as you can see, for one recipe, my jar was like up to here. So you use quite a bit just to do one, you know, batch. So I would say that this would be a winner with your family or get together or just for you. I mean, look at that. It's nice and fluffy. It's got a gentle sweet taste. You can taste a hint of the vanilla in it. And they baked up pretty good. And I've got that, oh, my fingers are sticky. Anyways, give this a try. I hope you like and share this with somebody that you think might enjoy this video. And let me know in the comments if you've tried this, or when you try it, let me know. You can also send me an email with some photos. That would be fun too. I can share those in my community page if you want to give this recipe a try. Thank you for spending some time with me, and have a lovely weekend and keep on learning.